The sisterhood here at Mercy is loving, caring, and open-minded. And at Mercy, they teach you to respect others, no matter what ethnicity they are, size, color. That is your brother and your sister, and that's when the faith comes in.
A Mercy girl is someone who's supportive, non-judgmental, accepting, and involved in their community.
We believe in compassionate service. We believe in hospitality. We believe in serving women and children. And these are things that I learned when I was here at Mercy, and I've tried to do in my life outside every single day.
Since I was little, I've always played volleyball and basketball and track and field as well. I was always with my dad watching sports. He was also an athlete himself, so it was always sports. But with my mom, it was dancing. So I kind of do both.
I met Teme at a Sarah High School football game. She said, I want to go to Mercy High School, and I want to participate in sports up there, and I want to be a Mercy girl. I couldn't possibly not help her. And after that, we made some arrangements so that I could help the family get through the economics of going to Mercy High School.
As I came into Mercy, I started volleyball, basketball, and track and field. And I was scared at first because I was that freshman on the team.
When she first arrived as a freshman, she was very quiet. When she did smile and open up, that Pacific Islander warmth came through. Back then, I was coaching track. We immediately saw her as this girl would be a great thrower. So we wanted her on the track team.
People think only men can throw far or be strong. So I've used that sport for me as a girl to go big and use that sport that women can be strong and can be independent.
Now she's confident in her own skin. She just conducts herself in a very poised and polite manner.
With Mercy, how we have prayer every morning and we have a religion class that's really opened up my faith to God and drawn me closer to God. And then with Mr. Diaz, he's really opened my eyes to look more into God and to go to him more for whenever I need him.
In class, she had to do a project, and she asked if she could do it on her cultural beliefs. It really struck me again that, oh, this is a side of you I never saw. And this is a deep side of you that really shows me that you're thinking about your faith and growing in it.
Making a difference for me is not just making a legacy and putting your name into Mercy. It's also helping those around you and showing what the word mercy is.
When I would read her reflections, she would always talk about how she really enjoyed doing service, particularly with the Boys and Girls Club. She's been consistent all 4 years, and Teme's been a role model for them. She's the reason why people continue to give to Mercy, because she knew what was given to her and what the people who have given to this scholarship have sacrificed in order for that she may be here.
I've received a couple offers from the colleges of University of Hawaii, University of San Diego, Sacramento State, and then a couple colleges in LA. I've decided to go to College of San Mateo because my grandpa is currently in the hospital and he's sick, so I don't want to go far from home and then something happens and I won't be able to be there.
She's willing to sacrifice her life, part of her years, primary years of college education, and to stay home and take care of her grandfather and say, I want to be a part of this. Shows the depth of love that she has and the depth of commitment to her family. And all I can say is, Teme, you won't go wrong doing this.
I come from a family of 7. My oldest sibling is 28 and the youngest is 14. 3 of my oldest sisters came here to Mercy. It was pretty much a huge reason why I came here as well.
Rita comes from a very, very large family, and she's gone through a few challenges, growing up in a household that is so big, but also having the responsibility of helping to manage her brothers. She has 2 brothers that have disabilities.
They're definitely a blessing to the family. They really set up the whole family lifestyle, and they're pretty much one of the reasons why my family and I are so close and why we want to remain close, because we really care about them and really love them.
Well, Rita came in from a dance studio, so she knew what she was doing. She knew from a little kid that she wanted to be a dancer. But we always say there's that different idea of dancing in your little studio and your parents are up there taking pictures of you, to then what we expect you to do here at Mercy.
Dancing does provide me an outlet. It gives me a lot of that competitive spirit, and also instead of just sitting around in the class and listening to the teacher and listening to the lecture, I get to still learn from something but with movements.
Rita's one of those very loved girls. Do you know what I mean? She's the one that you're gonna go to no matter what it is. She laughs louder than anyone. She feels more than anyone. So I think she probably has learned that from her brothers.
My faith is really important to me. I go to Mass every Saturday evening. I do morning prayer every Sunday morning. It's taught me a lot about prioritizing what's important in life. Also gives me a lot of value and a lot of morals, a lot of reasons of why I should get up every day and be thankful for the day and be thankful for what God has given me.
Rita has learned to give, and you know, that's one of the things that we look for in the girls. When it's time to do those Saturdays of service or want to do those things to give back to the community, she's usually number one.
My family and I really value giving back to your community and community service, which is something Mercy really is thankful for.
Over 4 years, I've watched Rita become not just a performer, but an artist.
Winning first place at my nationals was really memorable. I don't think I'm ever going to forget it. The feeling I got was such a rush.
I have never seen girls run so fast and jump up and down so much that the jams people had to calm them down before they got on the stage, because they were literally like live wire. And what was so funny is if you look, Rita was the number one who had literally run around about 3,000 people to get up on the stage.
I'm definitely gonna miss the relationships I had with the teachers and the relationships I had with the students in my class. Yeah, I hope to leave with a generous attitude, being able to give a lot to my community, give a lot to many people who need help. I also want to leave with independence, being able to support myself as well.
I grew up an only child in Half Moon Bay. When I was about 9 or 10, my mother told me that the best type of education is an all-girls education. We chose Mercy as a family because we knew that Mercy would prepare me to go in that direction. When I first came to Mercy, when I was a freshman, I remember walking up to the mansion and kind of feeling like I was in a place bigger than myself. After a couple of weeks, I was able to make friends and find classes that I loved and really feel at home.
Claire's sophomore year, her mom passed away, and it was a really hard time for a young woman. I mean, you're just coming into who you are as a young lady, and to lose your mom in that fashion was traumatic.
Financially, that was a big burden on my father, who found himself as a single parent. An anonymous donor offered to pay for my tuition. And I remember when Sister Roseanne called my father into her office to offer that generous gift, it really meant a lot to him.
She's been very passionate about the fact that Mercy Burlingame and the community that we have here was really also some of the things that kept her going and kept her stable through a lot of those hard times.
I was a 4-year varsity athlete on the softball team. I made varsity as a freshman, which was a really big honor.
Claire is probably the best softball player that Mercy's ever seen in the history of our athletics program. During her time here, she accomplished more goals on the softball field than any other player that we've ever had.
During my junior year, I was the captain of the softball team, but I wanted to be a leader on campus and be a visible representative of the school.
As a pitcher on the softball field, you have to be a leader. You set the tone, and she carried that through in her leadership opportunities here at Mercy. She was Spirit Commissioner for Student Body Officer, where she's planning rallies, and she's using that positive attitude and her enthusiasm to really get them excited for sports rallies and things like that.
I was recruited heavily as a junior to play softball in a number of different universities. I chose Towson University because it felt like home. Big brick buildings in Maryland, just like Mercy.
After an exquisite career there at a Division I institution, she went on to play internationally, which is something that almost no softball players can continue to say.
At Mercy, I learned that I was a good writer, and so I went to graduate school for journalism. For my master's thesis, I made a documentary called Dear Devils. It's my personal story playing softball professionally in Switzerland.
Mercy means so much to Claire that, she's really come full circle and come back here. I completely understand the trajectory that she's had from her career because I had it myself. We respect this place so much and we feel like we need to pay it forward.
I love Mercy High School, and I'm thrilled to be able to be back here as an adult. My time here shaped me as a student. Being an adult and seeing the transformation of our students is so much fun. Making a difference is so important to the Mercy community. Things happen in high school that are unexpected. Without funds for making a difference, I would not have been able to continue my Mercy education, and I feel honored to give back and make sure that other girls have that same experience.
Making a difference made sure that Claire had the opportunity to come to Mercy and that I had the opportunity to come to Mercy, and will continue to help hundreds of young women to come to Mercy and have the amazing experiences that we did when we were here.